Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Rocky Mountain Gardens. I'm Mary, and today I am thinking about doing some Valentine decorating. So I wanted to participate in Secondhand Tracy Ann's challenge. It's called the Valentine Mantel Hugs and Kisses. And so I'm going to be decorating my mantle this morning and changing out from my winter decor. And you may have seen my mantle with the winter decor in my earlier video, which was a winter tour of my home. And I thought, well, today I'm going to take you through that process of taking down my winter theme mantle decorations and then putting up some Valentine ideas and decor to see how that might look. So just stay with me and we'll get started on this project. I have gathered together some items that I may be using for my mantle decorations. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to turn out yet, but here are some of the items that I might use. And I may have to go down to my storeroom later and dig out a few more things if I'm not satisfied with my result after we get started here. But in the meantime, let me give you a quick look at my mantle as it appears today. You see I have my snowman there. And I went with a snowman theme with lots of whites and some greens, lots of candles. So let's get started on removing everything from the mantle and replacing it with a Valentine's Day theme. The first thing I'm going to do with my decor when styling my mantle will be to use this heart garland that I got at the Target dollar spot. So let's get it hung up. So I think that's just about even the way I've spaced out the hearts. And my next step, you might notice that I left up one of my garlands here. This is a lamb's ear garland, and I also left up my candles. I love my candles, and the white, of course, is going to go with red, pink, and white in my Valentine theme. So let's move on. Now, this is a pom-pom garland that I had bought at Christmas time and used on my Christmas mantle, but I'm gonna see if I can incorporate it into this design. So I'm not sure if I like how that looks. I'm not completely sold on it, but let's move forward and see what else we need to add. Now, one thing we are supposed to utilize in this design, according to this challenge, is an XOXO sign. And so I have one that I made. I'll bring it right over. I simply took a frame that I already had and printed out XOXO from an image on Google. And this is a really ornate frame and perfect for the happiness of Valentine's Day. The next thing we were supposed to include was a family photograph of our loved ones. And this picture includes, it's a 4 generations picture that I simply love. And it has my mother, myself when I had blonde hair, my daughter, and my first grandson, Lucas. And they're all here in a row, all of us. And we took this at Christmas time one year, but it's a lovely remembrance of the 4 generations. Now, because it's a kind of a smaller picture and I want it to be visible above the garland, I'm going to try using this cake plate, little small cake plate, which was from Target as well, to lift it up and make it visible for everyone. Okay, well that worked really wonderfully. Now, what shall we do next? Oh, I know. I got these fantastic candle rings. I think I got them at Joann's, and they're perfect pink. I love them because of course they go with Valentine's Day, but guess what? I can also use them at Easter time. So these are going to be fun. All right, it's starting to look better, but we're not done. Of course, I think many of us have these little stuffed animals from Valentine's Day, days in the past. And this is one, I don't even remember where I got it, probably when my daughter was a little girl. And then I also have this little Valentine's heart on a little stand that I thought I might be able to stick into my design. But I also have a sparkly heart here. You can see it's a little stuffed heart. So these are all things that I've just collected over the years and keep in my Valentine's bin and just use them in different ways around my house, you know, depending on the season. So I may or may not use this. So you notice how this candlestick seems a little small when you compare it to this side. It's as if the composition is not balanced. So I'm going to switch out this white candlestick with another one that I have in my house, and I think it'll look a lot better. Here it is, you can see it's much larger. To finish out my design, I went and got this pink vase from my storeroom down in my basement, and I'm going to make a quick flower arrangement. Now, the first thing I'm going to use is this little greenery bush, and I'm just going to twist it around and make it into the shape I would like for the final arrangement. But I'll place that right there in my vase, very easy. And then I'm going to take these rose little bushes and add them in to give a nice full look for the center part of my mantelpiece. So you literally just can place them in the vase, and I'm going to be turning the vase. See, here we go. I'm putting one on 3 sides, each of 3 sides, since I have 4 of them. And then I'm going to try to put one just kind of in the middle. And there's my quick and easy flower arrangement for the center part of my mantle. Let's go put it up there. So you can see my mantle here, and you can tell it looks a little unfinished right now. Let's go ahead and add this quick flower arrangement and see what we have. Wow, that really adds a lot to the design, doesn't it? It makes a statement right there in the center of the mantle. So I have incorporated what I needed to for this challenge by Secondhand Tracy Ann. Thanks, Tracy, for doing this challenge. It's really fun. So you can see I have my mantle garland, and I have my XO sign right here. And lastly, I have my family picture, which is my 4 generations picture over here. And I like the way it looks. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm going to go ahead and leave it, and I'll take my camera down here and do some close-ups for you so you can see exactly how I put it together. And thank you for watching and stopping by my channel. I sure do appreciate when you do come. And if you'd like to leave a comment and you have any questions for me, please do so. I'd be glad to answer your questions, and I always enjoy hearing from all of you. I'm going to turn the camera around now to give you some close-ups of my mantle area and a couple of additions I did to my hearth, so you can see them a little bit better. And thank you for stopping by. I really enjoy having you come and see what I'm doing here in my home for the holidays. I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day.